All right. Welcome back to RPG Quest, and we are back. Game 386 is RPG Maker 2, more specifically the pre-built RPG that came with it, Fuma, on the PS2. How's it going, everybody? Happy Monday. It's my weekend, but it's Monday. Gotta love Mondays. How's it going, Noodle? How's it going, Foamed? Scarsick, Elfish, Lizard. Hello. How's it going? Welcome to some more Blue Disc. Good old CDs, PS2 CDs. This game is so intense that they could fit it all in one disc, one CD. Hey Baines, how's it going? You're at work. Yeah. Work, what's that? Oh man, it's like 60 hours this week of work. So busy with work right now. Not enough space. Well, we already saved a couple times. Like we're gonna be saving a map. Yeah, the save file is like 670K or something like that for the pre-built game saves. You think it would, since the game's pre-built, it would need to save like the entire game, but I guess it does every time. Technically, you're supposed to be on strike. Oh, that's always fun. Luckily, I'm not part of any sort of union, so that's not a thing. Hey, Grim Reaper, how's it going? I mean, this one definitely has that, like, PS1 aesthetic to it, which, I mean, the game so far is extremely basic. Like, it is basically an extremely by-the-book, like, unlike the first RPG Maker, like, on the PS1, I mean, that one had at least a little bit of an interesting story where you're playing the bad guys. This one is, like, it's about as typical as you can get. For a demo one, they could have made it a little more interesting, I guess, but it definitely feels like it's going to be a lot longer. It feels like it's going to be a full-fledged, PS1 era RPG, so I can see this being like a 20-plus hours, but it's hard to tell. Hey, Crispit. Hey, the court system and competent workers. The joys. The times are moving. Yeah, that one's a ways away, isn't it? I don't know what kind of game you can get with RPG Maker 3. Let's see what it says on the box. It doesn't even mention one on the box. I have to double check that one to make sure it comes with one. I'm pretty sure it came with one. I'm pretty sure the later ones didn't come with anything, but... Oh, here. Check the manual, I guess. Well, I mean, they want to show off what the tools can do. I'm actually surprised the third game is a full-color manual, though. That's kind of surprising. Playtest? I don't know. It doesn't mention, like, a... Selecting play allows you to play your created game based on a loaded database. Yeah, I might have to look into number 3, because the box and the manual don't mention a pre-made game, so 3 might be taken off if there's no actual pre-made game in there. Yeah. So 3 might be held off. We'll see. This one definitely has a pre-made game, so... You're looking forward to 3? I know, right? Enter brain. Alright. Start the timer. Let's continue the game. Do I hit continue or hit Fuma? I'm assuming go to continue. This one... We're level 6. Alright. So where are we going? I think we're going to some sort of temple to figure out who owns this urn or whatever. God, that's right. I forgot the frame rate in this sucks. You get so much ghosting when you move. Like you're looking at the edge of that table there, it's just like... Ugh. Rotating. Oh, man. It's like a PS1 era game. Like, they could have improved the frame rate and made it like 60 FPS or something. RPG. Play full-fledged RPG. I don't know if I even had a chance to talk to everybody here. Don't interrupt us, please. I love you. I could happily spend eternity doing nothing more than gazing into your eyes. I love you too. I can only see you. You two get a room. Yeah, like, this is basically just like, hey, let's make Dragon Quest. That's basically all they're doing in this one. I mean, it's kind of boring considering the first game. The first one was actually kind of interesting. If you played as a slime or you played as a goblin or something, but you definitely played as the enemy. This one's just like, hey, let's just make a really by the books Dragon Quest era like RPG. You're a very odd traveler. You're dragging around that vase. It's the town of Pryadale. Please make yourself a home. The Closer Game of the Year edition. I don't think anything ever gave Closer a Game of the Year. Did I heal up last time? I think I did. I need to grind some experience. I feel like I need to grind in this one. Look at my very best dish right now. It's well known in this town. So delicious. We have to offer different services other than the inn. You can't bear to lose business to the inn at San Marique Village. So delicious. Again, how are they competing? What are they competing with an inn in a town that's like probably days away? I'm pretty sure they're not losing business. I think I checked everything in here last time. Thanks for giving their mother gave it Game of the Year. That's good enough for them. Yeah, love when games give themselves Game of the Year editions. Hey Jim, how's it going? Listen to my story. We're still newlyweds. My husband can't keep his head straight. It's probably not the only thing he can't keep straight. Because it's a honeymoon trip, we choose a nice suite to be really comfortable. I feel so anxious about our future. Is it really the right choice to marry him? God. Rotating the screen is just, ugh, nausea-inducing. So nervous. The first time just the two of us have been together alone. What should I do first? I don't know, I'll write some letters home. It shouldn't be like this. I think they added like keyboard support to this, didn't they? Because, you know, imagine trying to type in the text with a controller in this game. My god. Remember, check see if those games have ever been Game of the Year. Yeah. 6 hours RPG, okay. It's weird they don't, like, in this one here, they advertise it, like, on the box, they advertise it, like, in the manual. Like, I was sure, like, I remember checking into it, I think, when I put 3 on the list, so I'm assuming that they actually did have an RPG. It's strange they don't advertise it at all. There was once a village north of this town 100 years ago. It's called Resdale or something like that. It was destroyed by horrible demons. Probably runs at a better frame rate than this. Yeah, it's something we picked up at our hometown. Basically, some thieves left it behind, some robbers left it behind at our inn, and we're trying to figure out where it belongs. So we're just like, it's like, oh, we saw somebody saw something like this at a temple, like outside of town. So let's go bring it to that temple and see if it's actually theirs. I don't know why it's like moving around like that. It's probably gonna be some sort of demon in there or something like that. And we can move along the story. I don't know. Right now it's just a story element. It's a plot point, plot device. I came here because I heard they had many very fine weapons in the shop. I don't see anything here. Welcome back. We've never been here. Bronze sword, war mace, servant staff, clothed armor. Wait, does the armor have clothing? The armor is very self-conscious, so it wore some clothing. Bronze shield, shell sword. Man, that's not cheap. Really good attack, though. I wonder how much time it would take to grind 3,000. Sephiroth Zero Time with the 50 months of awesome support. How's it going, Zero Time? Thank you so much for the 50 months of awesome support. It's nostalgic. You played this back in the day? Yeah, I don't think we're going to be affording this anytime soon, so let's just buy the bronze sword. Man. This is one thing I could have done without, is the friggin' inventory, like, limitations of Dragon Quest era stuff. This is barely an upgrade. Why would I buy this? Inform me the .hack inventory system? Yeah. Using your ones in PC? Well, I mean, for this era, I mean, you're basically making a game it's pretty much one generation behind. You're making a PS1 era game, which is not too bad for PS2 era, to be honest. But it definitely feels like, graphically, it might look like a PS1 era game, but I mean, in terms of the UI, it's definitely more like an NES era game, like NES era Dragon Quest. Things around. Armor equipment. Give land. Give to land. Equip this. So neither of these is good for Cocona. Actually, she can use this shield. Get a knife. Hey, Empress Chronicle, how's it going? Mr. J, hello. How's it going? It's me. So far, it's like playing a very early Dragon Quest game. Very, very basic. Like maybe it'll like have a twist at some other point. It was definitely, the original game was definitely better. Like the first RPG Maker game, or at least the first that we had here. That one definitely had a little more. It kind of had a different like a different kind of. It did something different. That's what I'm going for. Like you were playing as the bad guys, which is something you don't usually do in these kind of games. Oh yeah, I forgot to add that. Give me a second. I gotta put it back on the overlay. go. Did all 3 PlayStation RPG Maker games just for the pack-in RPG? Yeah. I didn't have it originally on my list, and then I realized, oh yeah, they do have pre-built RPGs, so let's add it to the list. The first game was, I mean, was short, but it was, at least it was different. This one's like about as basic as you can get so far. I mean, maybe it'll change things up, who knows. Sweet dagger. And stab the innkeeper with a dagger. It's probably better than a knife. Yeah, there you go. I was gonna buy a $300 thing for Cocona, but this thing's better. Whipped. But doesn't help me in the shop anymore. He just works out in the fields. The old fool keeps walking off all the weapons that we have for sale. Hee hee hee. Time to go murder Grandpa. Super Mario vs. Epona with a small chance of being gazed to pounce the lead, yeah. Epona's getting a pretty good amount of support. I guess because it's so different. I mean, everybody's seen Paper Mario. They know what Paper Mario is, but Epona is like... Who's ever seen Epona? Epona sounds dirty, too. Sounds like a really dirty game. Dirty, dirty game. Go into the files, make this RPG a disorganized mess. Yeah, I can imagine. Armor? Is it one of those dolls that the manual mentioned? How do we get up there, though? Aww. No jumping button. We have like a flying character at some point. I mind if I'm winning as long as 1,000-year door gets a serviceable amount of votes. Yeah, from what I saw in the trailer, it definitely has a very turn-based kind of combat system. I mean, it's an RPG. As far as I can tell, it's like a full-fledged RPG. It's Grandpa. Let's kill him and get the weapons. Ah, Striking Slayer is not suitable for field work. Hee hee hee. Can I have it then? Or the trade Grandpa for... Ah, this knife is not suitable for field work. Hammer is not suitable. Wooden club, just randomly. Keen. I like the Dragon Slayer. Can I trade him something for it? Gotta find a rake. Gotta find him gotta find Grandpa a hoe. A giant slab of iron. It's a very hyper kid. He needs to lay off the sugar. Into my shop. Overcharm. This is luck. Headband. Let's get one to Cocona. I can't afford it. Never mind. I guess I'd get the leather hat. I think a lot of people want to see Epona. I mean, I'm curious about it too. Well, it's on the Wii, first of all. Who was playing like actual games on the Wii? people were getting a Wii for their grandparents to play Wii Sports on it. That's the only thing that the Wii was useful for, not for actual RPGs. So. Mushroom. My son is full of energy, sometimes too much. Ha ha ha. They put oh. Ba ba ba. God, doesn't stop. Stop moving, so I can talk to you. How do you crawl so fast? Won second prize in the National Crawling Championship. Good to see you so healthy. I look forward to his future. Good to see which one won first. Or the Trulon super fans. Has anybody ever played Trulon? But we just played Twilight Princess, basically the only game we've ever played on it. Yeah. I played, like, you know, the typical, like, the Mario stuff and the Zelda stuff, and that's about it. You can follow the link in my fast forward list. Just click on the actual name of the thing and it'll link to the trailer. Pick Mickey. I'm sure there was definitely some decent games on the Wii, but overall, I mean, didn't have a lot of third-party support, obviously. Other than, like, just complete, oh, great. Who just bought Leatherhead? Other than just, shovelware. It was basically known as a shovelware system. I mean, very hard finding any good games in that system. Yeah, it definitely looked very hard combat in the trailer. Use your GameCube controller. We can't use a GameCube controller in Wii games, can you? Unless the game specifically uses it. I did pick up a one of those Wii. Not sure what they're called. It's not Pro controller. It's like a Wii whatever classic controller. Pochi, where'd you go, Pochi? Pochi ran away somewhere, chasing after Loian. If I take Pochi out for a walk, he might be displeased. Pochi, where are you, Pochi? Couldn't move there for a second. Yeah, of course I'll be playing Pandora's Tower. I tested Puna like on the Wii U versus the Wii, and I might as well just be playing the Wii games on the Wii U. It's kind of funny, I'll be playing GameCube games on the Wii, and I'll be playing Wii games on the Wii U. Yeah. Gotta love Nintendo. It's the mayor's house? The mayor's house? So many maids. I wonder where the young master has gone. He was looking for a Pochi. Almost dinner time. Just give me a second, guys. I'm back, sorry. It's a phone call. All 3 RPG Maker games have default RPGs, yep. Yeah, all all the RPG Maker games have like demos. Well, all the original ones. The later ones don't, because I mean you can just pick up a game online easily enough. Playing for Loian, he's such a kind person. He's so nice, so handsome. Oh dear, I'm blushing just thinking about him. They didn't enter like full books to read in this game. I want to read about the lore of Fuma. Hello, you're looking for a Shinto priest in this town? You must seek Loian. Loian went to the North Cemetery. The North Cemetery is where the village of Brazdil, the predecessor of Pradahel, was until 100 years ago. I'm planning to rebuild Brazdil village when the North Cemetery is. That's why Loian has gone there, to soothe the spirits of the North Cemetery. You can ask my great-great-grandfather about what Brazdil was like 100 years ago. Somewhere in this house. He's a ghost, of course. Of course. Many people can't see him. In fact, I've never seen him myself. Hehehe. I don't think he actually exists, but you might want to go find him. You're a very young traveler. You come to greet the mayor? How polite. Hiding in the corners. A lot of modern RPG Maker games, yeah. I mean, at this point they just provide the tools and it's like, alright, have at her. That's when they kind of wanted to show off what the game could do, right? It's a good idea. Show off, like, hey, you know, this is the kind of stuff I can make, so... My daughter said she saw her great-great-grandfather in the attic. Oh dear, she must have seen the ghost. It seems the spirit of our ancestor is somewhere in this house. But none of us can see it. When we get to that side of the house... Hey, Narina. Oh, you've never heard of Marvel Ultimate Alliance? Well, Demon Gaze is coming out with a remaster or whatever. Like, very shortly, like in a month from now. So that one's gonna get a re-release very, very soon. Cocona, of course, is a Wii RPG, so of course you've never heard of that one. Trulon, yeah. Trulon was one of those, like, fairly limited releases. As far as I'm aware, it didn't have like an actual set number. That's why it's on the list. But it was one of those that was released by like Game Fairy in UK. So it's very like fairly like limited print, if you will. Though not a specifically limited print. I think it comes with like a compass or something. Got a extra box around it. Dragon Quest swords. I'm sure that's going to be amazing. Such Dragon Questy music. Gold. Oh, Dharma. I shouldn't have bought stuff. Should have waited till I raided the house before all the houses before I started buying things. Ghosts. Didn't they have like a transparency option in the character model? You think they would have used that for a ghost? Making like, I don't know, 75% see-through or something. Oh, you can see me. I'm the ancestor that we're all talking about. I've been watching what you've been doing in this house. Oh, okay. I know. You want to ask about Brazdil Village was destroyed, don't you? Sure. It's gonna be a rather long story, is that okay? No. Fine. That's Wildlands XF. I think? Well, Wildlands XF is a tactical RPG. 4? 4 has the 5? Alright. One of those. All the Wild Arms. I know XF is definitely a tactical RPG, so I figured that one's probably hexagon style. 100 years ago, when I was mayor, monsters suddenly attacked us. Many people died. I injured my leg. Look, here is the scar from that. Never mind. Forget that as a ghost, I don't have any legs anymore. I'm sorry that I can't show you my scar. That's fine. Afterwards, all the survivors got together and built this town, Prahadel. Prahadel grew into a big town because we kept our faith. It was very important to keep our faith up, so as not to repeat the tragedy of 100 years ago. Okay, well that was pointless. I know. But no. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, let's talk when you have some time. Yeah, it's a pre-built game. It's called Fuma. A pre-built RPG that came with the game just to show off what the engine can do, kind of thing. It's a very bare bones, by the books Dragon Quest clone. French in every way. Very bad, like, frame rate when you're moving. Ugh. I think PlayStation Store cares about Borderlands 1 and 3. Well, 1 and 3 were pretty good. 2 was a thing. 2 existed, is the best I can say about that one. Woof woof. The door has a special lock on it. Let's see them adding any PS2 games. Do they have any PSP games on the thing? I would imagine. I mean, PSP shouldn't be too hard to put on there. Yeah, I guess that's probably the biggest problem with adding new games, right? Since the new games they're adding basically have to have trophy support, it's like... it's not as simple as just like pressing a button to put them on there. They don't have any PSP store, PSP games. They totally should. Is there any epitaphs? Here lies Link. Seems like a bad place to have a cemetery, like on top of a cliff. May the spirits of our ancestors rest peacefully today. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Ochi, come back here. The ground is not safe over there, it's dangerous. Just ignores us. Oh yeah, I'm sure people would love just to be able to pick up the games and that, but I guess that's just what they're doing. I mean, the amount of games they're going to put on there is going to be pretty limited anyways, because especially for games that old, like, who owns the licenses on those games anymore, right? There's so many different licenses and stuff you have to worry about. You know, music, and obviously the art, and like, you know, the companies might not exist anymore, they're like, their assets will split up, it's just, yeah. All the grades are facing the wrong way. Yeah, that's true, right? You walk up the stairs and you're just looking at the cross, like, sideways. Oh, they're dead. Oh no, he fell into a hole! Thanks, Cocona. Couldn't see that. You push gravestones. This isn't like Legend of Zelda. Are fun, yeah. Excuse me, is there somebody there? My name is Loian. I've fallen down a hole. It's too dark down here to find a way out. Can you please tell the mayor of Prahadel about this? He should know what to do. Please. Wow, wow, wow. He isn't hurt. Quick, Lan. Let's run back to town and tell the mayor about this. Fine. Kill some stuff before we go back to town. Cocona. Yeah, they're definitely wearing their inspirations on their sleeves in this game. Let's hope not. If this is a 100-hour game, then man, it's gonna be rough. It would be funny if they just like copied Dragon Quest VII like wholesale. Blast all enemies. At least they give you an auto attack option. So it's like super basic, obviously. Leather armor. Assuming that's not an upgrade for anybody. It's an upgrade for her. I'll take it. Yeah, PS2 has a billion RPGs. It's definitely the second biggest console. Yeah, second biggest console in terms of RPGs. Number one by far is PS4. Even if you don't count the digital only stuff in PS4, like there is so many frickin' RPGs on it. Oh yeah, PS4 is completely like just absolutely destroys any other system in terms of number of RPGs. And again, that's counting physical releases only. Like the PS2 has, let's see here. PS2 has 144, well, 150 RPGs. If you just look at the total list, I have 144 unique one because there's some that are also on PS3 in that. The DS is very close behind. DS is 144 RPGs in total, and the PS4, as of right now, it's still not done. Is 295 RPGs. And that's not counting like I haven't been putting things that are like released on PS, like anything new that I add that's on PS5 I don't put under the PS4 list. So there's a bunch of PS5 games that are also on PS4 that would increase that even more. So there's easily over 300 well over 300 RPGs at this point on the PS4 physical releases, not counting limited run games or digital only games. So you're probably looking at least like 500 plus RPGs on PS4 if you added that stuff. So yeah, it's PS4 is an absolute beast when it comes to RPGs. No, there's plenty of JRPGs and tactical RPGs. There's like every kind of style. You doing that for that forest? And it's not over yet. It's not like they're stopping coming out with PS4 RPGs. Like half of the RPGs coming out now are still on PS4. So, well, 3/4 of the RPGs are on PS4. Well, my Switch list. The thing you have to remember is on my lists, I don't count I usually don't add multi-platform games to the other systems. So let's say games available on PS4 and Switch, I usually add it to the PS4 list, but not on the Switch list. I should go and just add those just to make the Switch more comprehensive for anybody who, you know, has a Switch, for example, and wants to see all the RPGs, but... I think any noteworthy RPG Maker games? Yeah, probably not. I'm sure there's probably some decent, like, fan-made ones, but... I imagine at this point it wasn't really easy to, like, you know... to distribute any RPGs in this era. Blast. Me and Switch aren't actually much of an upgrade. Yeah, pretty much. That's why I always prioritize like the Sony systems, because you know Switch versions tend to be, for the majority of Switch versions are going to be downgrades compared to the PS4 version. But then you have stuff like Tales of whatever the hell that, or not Tales of the Trails game, which the PS4 version is the better version, or the Switch version is the better version. PS4 got like an older version or whatever. Yeah. Unless you count, like, I mean, yeah, I guess PS2 area definitely wasn't a thing. Yeah, definitely on the digital era is when you start getting some of those. And then you have Chemco. Oops. Never. Yeah, pretty much every game has RPG elements at this point. Yeah, exactly. They're mainly action games with some RPG elements versus action RPGs. It's a very... It's one of those things that it's really hard to define one or the other, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's weird that they... I mean, I guess some licensing reasons because of that, why that happened, but it's really weird that you get, like, the nerfed version on the PS4. Not really the nerfed version, you just get, like, yeah, you get the shitty version. You get the upgraded version on the Switch of all things. Action RPG covers, yeah, pretty much all the AAA games. Sephiroth John Niles, thank you so much for the 7 months of awesome support! It's going slowly but surely. I'm doing some grinding because we're playing a Dragon Quest game. Of course we have to grind. I don't know if I need to, but I figure I might as well get... Since we're near to town anyways, might as well get some levels. Rage quitting your Nuzlockes. They'd never be able to do a Nuzlocke. AAAASS. AAA Action RPG, ARPG. It's a shitty service. Good old live service games. Yeah, I played Diablo 1 already. Diablo 2 never came out to console in any way, but I've got Diablo 1, 3... I don't know, I'm assuming 4 is going to come out on consoles maybe, but... Diablo 1 was wasn't terrible, considering, you know, it's a 240p port of a of a PC game. But it was playable. It was decent. Yeah, live services. I don't know why they keep trying to come out with live service games when, like, it's extremely rare you get a game that actually does well enough to warrant being a live service game. Like, here's a game that, you know, we're gonna be pumping out content for the next like 2 years. Like, who's gonna be playing this game in like 2 years' time? Nobody. It's gonna be popular for the first maybe like 6 months tops, and then nobody's even playing this anymore. But of course, they keep trying, and they keep losing money. Yeah, Square is doing pretty horrible with game releases recently. Like, Forspoken is not one that's just, like, doing way worse than they expected. Square just keeps putting out trash and expecting it to sell. I'm wondering why it doesn't sell. Yeah, friggin' NFTs. Ugh. What a garbage system those things are. Yeah. Square is just trying to like cash in on every like popular thing, but they're always like late into it, so by the time they get into it, it's already like dead. Yeah, I mean, that's probably the only thing that are selling with Square is like their remakes, remasters. Should just keep making those and stop making other trash. Cocona level up and then we'll go back to town. Well, didn't the CEO just get replaced like recently? Of course, it's not going to change overnight. Like, we'll see how Final Fantasy 16 is. If Final Fantasy 16 does bad, then at that point I can't see Square, you know, Square is going to be going the way of Konami. Yeah. What was that new NFT game they're coming out with? Quote unquote game? Was it like an art experience or some bullshit thing? Frig. Yeah, it doesn't mean 16 can't go badly, especially if they decide to like try to do some weird shit with it. Final Fantasy 16 now is a live service NFT game. That like trash. Everybody knows the whole Forspoken meme at this point. Yeah, NFTs, like, NFT was a buzzword for like 5 minutes, and then when like nobody bought the crap, companies started getting out of the stuff, except for, you know, Square and Konami. I'm sure Forspoken's probably a decent game, it's just got a lot of hate for some reason. That trailer didn't help things. I'm sure I'll pick it up when it goes down to, like, budget prices. Like, it's already dropped. It started at, like, what, $89 Canadian, which is fucking price points of these games. It's probably another thing that people are like, I'm not paying $90 for this piece of trash. Now it's down to, like, $65. I'm gonna wait till it goes down to like $50 before picking up my copy. It will drop. It could drop like Drop like $20 and or like $25 in like a month. Yeah, $100 a new game. Yeah, it's stupid. I had to wait a year to get Dragon Quest XI. Yeah. Honestly, like, I'm all for delays. Like, when people complain about a fucking delay, and then, but then they complain way harder when a game comes out unfinished. Like, come on, you can't have your cake and eat it too, people. Like, release a game late and in a good state, then release it like early and just be a complete piece of trash. Oh, Lynn's still wearing like crappy armor. I just sold 2 of these. I could have give one to Lan. Oh well. 4 gigabytes of RAM. We lived in a world where every game was launched and was ready and 100% bug-free. Well, that's impossible. Like, you have to get to a point where the game is, like, in a releasable state, but without spending, like, it's like so much more money to try to get it to, like, an even closer perfect state. As long as you're, like, 99%, that's good. As long as there's no, like, major game-breaking bugs. There's just some minor, like, visual glitch or something like that. Whatever. But if it's something where it's, you know, completely broken, like most games are on launch nowadays, and then, like, oh, let's just print it down, we'll get it in a, we'll release a patch afterwards. Yeah, it's just bullshit. Well, I mean, nowadays, that's why Twitch exists and YouTube and that. You know, I always tell people, just make your own opinion about a game. Don't look at reviews and stuff. Just go look at a little bit of gameplay. It's super easy to pull up, you know, pull up the first 20 minutes of the game, and you'll probably know if it's a game that you think you'll enjoy or not. Like, no reason to even look at reviews anymore. Like, back in the day when you didn't have easy access to, you know, videos of the games, and yeah, reviews were semi-useful, but of course, you know, reviews are always going to be a person's opinions on a game. Like, there's no, like, no review that's ever kind of, it's like, it's not a biased opinion. Like, it's, by definition, it's going to be a biased opinion. You never have an unbiased review. What? Pochi and Loyan? Told Loyan the footing there wasn't safe. Fact is, there's an old underground city there. Monsters are living there. Because of that, I made sure nobody can enter the underground city. I suppose now there is no choice. Let me go find the key. Please go ahead to North Cemetery. I'll catch up. Can't you just give me the key? Yeah, pretty much, right? You watch, I'll get like Hogwarts Legacy as the next fast forward winner. Skill for review, go to Twitch, see how it does. Yeah, pretty much. Or better yet, don't play any modern games, just play the old games, because you get more than enough games to last you a lifetime with retro games. Won't let you down. The game industry could just like implode and wouldn't affect 99% of us at this point. We have enough games to last us forever. $11,000 hours, yep, and going. Blast. Yeah. Hogwarts is definitely one of those, like just play the game and enjoy the game. Don't bring any other, like, any other stuff in there. Whoosh, sorry, I hope you haven't been waiting too long. It took me forever to find the key. Are you ready? I'm unlocking the door now. Fast movement. Turtle Beach. I will let you go on ahead. My back hurts too much to go crawling around underground. Let's go find and help Loyan and Pochi. Could they be like literally like in front of us? The hole's like right above us. But they left, of course. Hello? Somebody there? Can't open it because there's a big pile of rubble blocking the doorway. I removed what I could, but I don't think I can move all this rubble by myself. Oh, it is too big. Is there any way for you to get my side of the door and help me dig it out? There's nothing that's broken. Enjoy Harry Potter books as a kid, you stopped caring after it ended. Yeah, like for me, I didn't grow up with Harry Potter. None of that interests me whatsoever. In terms, I watched the movies because, you know, they're decent movies. I'm sure the game will probably be pretty good too. I could care less about the author. Like I don't look at the. I look at the material, not like the source, you know what I mean? So Deathly Hallows is boring. It's them running around the field. I mean, that's pretty much the first book of Lord of the Rings. Yeah. It's like the whole Michael Jackson thing, you know what I mean? Like, who knows what was really happening with Michael Jackson, but his music was amazing. That's all that matters. Beholder. There's not enough eyes for Beholder. Plus, this is kind of OP here. Master Chief. Hey, friendly Tonberry. It comes with a pre-made one, yeah. It's called Fuma, F-U-M-A. I don't know where the hell they came up with that name, but it's it's kind of a demo game showing you, I guess, how the tools work in that. What a weird place for a still working fountain. Yeah, Sony controllers have never been good for working on any other system. Kuma's brother, yep. Gotta do it with every game individually. Yeah, that sounds annoying. Yeah, at that point I would just pick up like an Xbox controller, because not surprisingly those things are pretty much designed out of the box to work with pretty much every Steam game. Going that way. So many treasure chests. Yep, it's a pre-made game in the game. Definitely seems like it's gonna be a longer one than the one in the first game. Oops. Like the first RPG Maker was a relatively short game and you were playing kind of as a bad guy. This one seems like a very stereotypical Dragon Quest clone. And I don't know if it's gonna be like significantly longer. I mean, it's probably gonna be long enough. But it's not going to be like Dragon Quest 7 length or anything. Pure mushroom. Yeah. Unfortunately, Landale made RPG would be complete trash. Skull is dead again. I definitely want to kill the beholders first. Use magic attacks. Yeah. That's definitely my biggest complaint about 7 is the length. It just kept going and going, and it felt like it was just extra padding. Like the first part of the game when you're just making those islands appear. It's like, man, just get me to the point where I can actually, you know, get my class changes and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Wooden doll. What the hell's a wooden doll? Right, maybe these are those dolls we have to find. Mysterious doll. Used. Yeah. Gotta love the D-pads. And D-pads nowadays are basically used as extra buttons anyways. For most new games, modern games. Use it to like quick access for items or whatever. It's very rare they're actually used as a directional pad. Demon Gaze. I don't know, is Demon Gaze even in a rated M game? Is it that bad? Gotta love the fan service, right? Gotta love the PS, the Vita era games. I'm going through my magic pretty quick at this rate here. Pollinator, Momodora. Yeah. I love wells you can go into. The wells you can go into that have absolutely nothing in it. What's the point of this place if you can't find anything in there? What a waste. Then fight some underwater enemies. Are we drowning at this point? Yeah, it's great, especially if you get like a dungeon or something inside the well. When you get absolutely nothing though, it's like, come on. Like, give me at least like cure mushroom or something. Like, I don't know, just something trash, but at least at some point going to the well. It's like faces, moais. Just check you. I love how things just disappear when they die, like just poof. I went back here, did I? The encounter rate is definitely of this era. I wish auto attack would just like keep going with it until you interrupt it. Yeah, this game as a kid and he's so excited for it. Yeah, I mean, if you want to make your own game, definitely. It's definitely something that would take some time. And there's three different like modes. There's easy, medium, and hard, which lets you like change certain things. They come like kind of a pre-built template, and you can kind of change things around how you want. I imagine there's probably some pretty good games that were made with this back in the day. I'm sure there's probably like a it's probably a pretty good, like, there's probably a site somewhere that has like all these things pre-made. Yeah, and the worst is Nintendo and Xbox have their A's and B's and X and Y's reversed. That's even more confusing. At least Sony, it's like, you know, you see a X, circle, triangle, and square, you know what you know where it's gonna be. Imagine using a freaking like controller that's designed for like the Switch on the PC, and they tell you to use like A button. It's actually the B button. It's like, what? Yeah. RPG Maker games definitely take a while to make. Level up. Teleport, nice. So we don't need those bird wings anymore. Really? Nothing here? Xbox's fault, yeah. David Vince. When he was young. Oh yeah. I never would have had the patience of trying to make like a full RPG, even a basic RPG. Hey Varys, how's it going? Nice setup. Just text speed. Should go back to town and get my mana back. I play Bomberman X0 for you. Hallucination. Some sort of like confusion ability, maybe. can leave this door open, and the monsters might come out. So much for going back to town and healing up. Guess we're gonna be holding off on using mana. Engulf enemies in illusions. Oh. Tarkechi. Yep, so the demo game. Fuma, it's called. Don't know where the hell they got the name Fuma, but I'm gonna explain it later on in the game. God, the encounter rate in this place sucks. Wait for Pac-Man X-Zero in the dark future. Pac-Man robots are created as more machines than it's having to fight Terminator Ghost. That sounds amazing. I want to play that. Does it actually involve Dragon Quest apps? Because this demo game is extremely Dragon Quest. The combat, the music, the sound effects, the UI. Like, if somebody played this and... If you told somebody this is like a lost Dragon Quest game, they'd probably believe you. Too school for cool, or too school for cool. Too cool for school. Servant staff. It's like worse. Also, this makes your magic stronger, but maybe there's other effects. Let's see. Intelligence is 52, or maybe these are usable. Intelligence did go up, so it has like an invisible like stat skill on it. A trait of question or title. I'm sure we get titles, but Great Value Brand Dragon Quest totally is. Kill these backgrounds where you can't see anything. What if the backgrounds are like automatically generated depending on the tile sets that are around you? Franken? It is. It's the ultimate version of Dragon Quest III. This feels like an alpha with Dragon Quest VII. Yeah. Feels like, hey, we need to make an engine for Dragon Quest VII. All right, here's something that we could use. And they're like, nah, let's make our own. Dragon Quest VIII? No, I had Dragon Quest VII on the DS come up on the fast forward somehow. And since, of course, it was a remake of a game I've already played, well, it didn't replace it with Dragon Quest VIII, so... Use this game's portfolio for jobs game industry? Probably. I wonder how many people... I'm assuming there's going to be some sort of credits at the end of this. Maybe in the manual. Let's see. No credits in the manual. I wonder at the end of this game if they're going to have credits. Oh yeah. Definitely would have had a better chance. Yeah, imagine that, right? Yeah, I mean, you're basically making like PS1 era. Like you can make a PS1 era RPG on a PS2. I mean, for a game or a tool to let you make a game that's like one generation behind is pretty impressive. Poison or something? I didn't realize we're poisoned. Really weird sound for healing, though. Just like a thump. I think we're just whacking him in the face with this mushroom. Not 2003. I played the last game fairly recently with the Final Fantasy Origins. I mean, Final Fantasy Origins is a very, very late release. One last PS1 games period, but like, the majority of it basically ended in, like, what, 2001? 2001 for the biggest ones. Yeah, early 2000s. The PS2 came out in what, 2000 or so? So obviously it took a little while for games to, for like developers to like make games for it. But at this point, everything's on PS2 pretty much. I mean, this to be fair, it's early PS1 era in terms of PS1. It's definitely not like late PS2 era or PS1 era. This is like beyond the beyond era. This one. Yes. Oh, you really came to rescue me. Thank you so much for coming down such a dangerous place. My name is Lowian. So Lowian, finally meet. I'm Cocona. This is Lan. This is a strange old Boz. Nice to meet you, Mr. Boz. What? An old Boz? First things first, we better get out of here. I have to move this big piece of rubble away from in front of the door. I was unable to move it on my own, but perhaps if we work together we can shift it. Can we give it a try, please? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Leave! I love how that little pebble moves with it, too. Oh, we should be able to open the door now. Thank you so much. Would have ended up as a dried old mummy if you hadn't come. Really appreciate being safely out of this place. Well, I'm going on back to Pryadel. Please come and visit me there later. I'd like to give you your reward for your help. Yeah, Cocona totally helped. She was keeping the Mr. Voz company here. Come on, Pochi, let's go. Arf, arf. Nothing. Thank God that everybody is safe. I couldn't guess what was going to happen next. Thank you, Mayor. You've been a great help. And everybody else, I owe you my life. By the way, what were you going to do in the cemetery in the first place? We went to the cemetery to look for you, Lowian. Really? Looking for me? Is it because of that vase? Well, as a matter of fact, I've been wondering about the vase on the way back in the North Cemetery. Where'd you obtain that vase? See, those thieves. Okay, I understand what happened. To tell you the truth, I remember seeing a very similar vase in the Grand Shrine during my training. Listen well, don't be surprised. No! What? Cocona, haven't said anything yet. Cocona's a little overreacting there. This is the vase I think it is. It could seriously change our world's future. Cocona, now's the time to be surprised. No! I'm not sure how to say this. I'd best you go to show this to the great Shinto priest. In return for having saved my life, I'll go to the Grand Shrine with you. Mayor, may I go back to the Grand Shrine at once? Of course, don't worry about us here. Go to the Grand Shrine. I'm interested in the vase from overhearing you talk about it. Please, Lowian, identify that vase by any means necessary. Thank you, Mayor. Goodbye. RPG Maker 3's graphics like PS2 launch graphics? Oh, that makes sense. I mean, RPG Maker 1 was basically PS1 era, or SNES era. This one's like PS1 era, and RPG Maker 3's PS2 era, so... New party member get... Alright, what we got? Stats... It's level 5, a little under-leveled. Says heal. Wooden club and compound. Well, I'm assuming we're, like, lugging it around or something. I don't know why it's, like, constantly moving around, though. It's obviously got some sort of demon in there. Yeah, it's very likely the final boss is gonna be in there. We're gonna, like, release, like, the dark devil, the dark god that will try to destroy the world, and we'll have to stop him. And that's gonna be... We're gonna walk around with this thing until we open it up, guaranteed. Oops, guess we could use this. I mean, you think if he was unable to equip it, they wouldn't show the attack 21 to 24 thing. Yeah, where are we going now? I didn't see any other paths unless there's like to go west or something. Guess if I talk to the mayor again, he'll tell us. We sell this. I'm really curious about how we're supposed to get this thing that's on top of this thing. It's either a doll or some sort of armor, but I can tell we have no way of getting up there. Maybe if we teleport to town, we're gonna be like on top of that thing. Maybe. Kind of weird and out of place though. Came back safely. Shame they couldn't do anything to help you. Is that kid still back here? Oh, it's probably inside the house. Oh, he's here. Hello, Ian. I'm glad to see you're safe. Thank you for saving Pochi. Thank you, all of you. I won't forget to take Pochi for a walk anymore. You're going to the Grand Shrine? I will miss you. Here you go, to the east. How these docks look like they're just a bunch of like scaffolding laid on the ground. I think they would have had some sort of like dock texture or something they could have used. Yeah, I forgot to save, didn't I? Go back. Or I suddenly stepped in an area that has like monsters that are way higher level than us. Get one-shotted. When's Cocona gonna start singing and dancing? Not the right game, unfortunately. I guess we got a free heal. Start doing a musical number. Totally put on some like Rhapsody music in the background. I still hate that the triangle button is the like use item or the use button. Like, they totally flipped the triangle and X in this one. It's just kind of annoying. Like, X is open up the menu and triangle is like is like look or use. I don't know what Revelation is. Reveals the word of the Holy One. Sonic had O to confirm and X was cancel. I mean, that's how it is in Japan, right? That's why it's an X and an O. Just in North America, we use kind of reverse controls. But this one here being like the menu being the X button and the triangle being the accept button. I mean, there's no games that use that kind of control scheme. Yep. So it's always been Japan. So sometimes you get the occasional game where they use the standard Japanese controls, and that kind of throws me off for a little while. But usually when the game's localized, they'll switch those around in North America, because that's how we're used to it. Exactly. And the circle button, or sorry, the square button is usually like for menu in Japan. That's why it's like it's kind of like a square, right? It's like a page or whatever. And then the triangle button is like back or whatever, because it's an arrow up. Well, probably. I don't remember offhand which ones use which, but it always takes a while to adjust. See, Sony knew what they were doing when they designed those buttons. Those were purposely designed. Somebody's using. Apparently, clothes are pretty good armor. I mean, of course, North America, it's pretty nonsensical anyways, because we don't use the buttons like how they use them in Japan, so... Yep. Pretty much. Remedy. It's not like you're gonna suddenly switch around the controls, because that would confuse everybody. Switch over here. It could be a good place to hide a secret. And rotate the camera in the overworld. I mean, most of that you can blame on Nintendo, because Nintendo's the one that kind of reversed the controls in North America for some reason. And of course, you know, games kind of had to stick with that, those control schemes, because people were used to it from the SNES era and whatnot. Now, see, I was a Nintendo kid growing up, so of course I'm more used to the Nintendo version of the layout, and I rarely play Xbox, so the Xbox controls would definitely throw me off. Yeah, I mean, it's probably like a legal reason, right? If they copied the layout or whatever, but then just use other friggin' like letters. But they have to use A, B, and X and Y. Like, use some other friggin' letters, or symbols, or numbers, or something like something different. But no, they had to use the exact same friggin' letters, but in different orders. I'm sure it took people a while to get used to the button layout of PlayStation controllers, but I mean, you played PlayStation quite a bit. You're pretty much, those are like second nature. You know which buttons are which, right? The letter Y gets any love. The Xbox should have been like an X, B, O, and another X. Just to confuse people. Like, which X do I press? X1 or X2? Imps. Well, color coding is a bad idea for, you know, visually impaired people or whatever, but like colorblind people, yeah, etc. God, I hate those black and white buttons in the Xbox controller. Good thing they got rid of those with later generations. It's like, oh, we got an extra set of shoulder buttons now, let's use those instead. I'm happy they didn't keep that thing going. They're trying to play Xbox games and not use those those black and white buttons. Like, fuck, where is it? Oh, it's down here. Rabid flowers? Is that even possible? Number 2. How's it going, Gargamel? Xbox Edition should have been button X, and button 360, and button X Series X, next One X. Friggin' Xbox numbering schemes. Where the hell are they gonna call the next one? It's always a mystery. Xbox 2 X, yeah. They'll probably just like revert back to like what's the next one gonna be called? Like it's gonna be the fourth Xbox, the fifth Xbox, like Xbox 5 or something. Yeah, I guess they did that in the beginning because they didn't want to since Sony was on like the PlayStation 3, but they're not gonna call it the Xbox 2 because then it just sounds like it's a crappier version, right? It's like, oh, they're on number 3, Xbox is on number 2. Like, well, obviously 3 is better than 2. So that's why they decided to like not call it the Xbox 2. Xbox. I don't know if I'd want to play a Xbox. It comes with a free attachment. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, calling the Xbox One, it's just like I'm gonna play the Xbox One with the first Xbox or the Xbox One Xbox. Like, let's throw an X at the end and call that the next version. It's like, fucking hell. It's like a Wii U. The Xperia, the Y box. Be the Z box. They'll call it the red box. $36 gold. Fine. Extreme Gamers VR Ultra 8K box 9000. Totally it. Red box with the red ring is a good thing. Hey, you look like you're dressed up as some kind of priest. Aren't you pretending? You aren't pretending to be a priest, are you? I think you'd better go visit the Grand Shrine and see a real priest. Go north from this inn until you see the ocean and head east. You'll find the Grand Shrine in that way, and you can't miss it. I love drinking. I'm so tired from my long journey. I've had a few drinks. I feel so much better again. Yahoo! Kicks up Windows Xbox. Main's always busy. We'll visit here on their way to make pilgrimage to the Grand Shrine. Sure hope you'll stay here to rest as well. Hopefully the shrine gets us, we can do a class change in the shrine thing. This thing has, like, Dragon Quest VII style class changes. And there is classes, because like, we have no class right now, apparently. That one, so young, has made such a long, difficult journey all by himself. I think there's some items that would be useful to a traveler such as yourself. Look in my shop. Rabbit foot. Ornate armor. Kind of weird that Cocona only can wear that. Leather armor is worse than clothing, apparently. Z, yeah. Yep, Z. The Z box. Yeah, that'd be confusing as hell. My journey back from the Grand Shrine, I stumbled across a very strange cave. The cave was very large, stairs, hallways, etc. The giants must have lived there a long time ago. like so little point to going off the beaten path in this. This cave will be somewhere we can actually visit that's optional. Arcane Bass Machine. It was called the Game Box. We didn't kill one thing. Did we like miss our attack with the plan or something? Oh yeah, the name like Game Box, that sounds so generic that it's not very surprising something like that already exists. It's the Grand Shrine. The Dickbeck. It's like Dickbeck from the Arcalad series. Or Dickbeck, whatever the hell you pronounce them. Those are cheap, not actual knockoff, but really designed consoles is amazing. Well, it's not an X square, so you can't go triangle. Maybe the X pyramid. The X pyramid scheme. Raw. Waterfall? What the hell's waterfall do? I'm assuming some sort of attack. A water-based attack. Water summon to do damage. Single target. Not sure hallucination doing anything. Yeah. Single target. It's pretty good damage though. I guess it's good for bosses. Let's try and order range math nerds. I just gotta call it the triple Xbox and just capitalize on the adult market. high budget X-rated games. Kind of hard to market adult-only games, though. Can't really sell them in like any retail place. The dad-only console. That is true. Triple X box comes in a just unmarked brown box, cardboard box. Just box with a capital X, capital B, capital X. Oh man, I forgot my pickaxe. Gotta mine some diamonds here. Reach some diamond armor. Just call it the X. That's a big treasure. Can't seem to do anything here. Ogres and a raptor. These seem strong. Not that strong. Evil. Evil like lowers defense. Can't do anything in this dungeon. I mean, there was... the hell is this thing? The bear? There is a way of turning huge, because I remember in the trailer, like, the main character was, like, massive rock bear. Badass bear. Well, I'm sure if you make your own RPG, probably. This one definitely has that very, like, very classic early, you know, Dragon Quest encounter rate. Ooh, a whopping 3 reduction. Woo. Did I even increase my damage output? I miss. Like, did I lower the defense or raise it? Yep. Okay, she hasn't hit it once. Either really good at dodging, or she's literally hitting it and doing 0 damage. Just kept missing. Oh, that's probably why they hit us with hallucination, I guess. Still don't like that healing sound effect. Of all the sound effects they could have used, funk was not the thing I would have associated with healing. And they basically stole all the other sound effects from Dragon Quest, why can't they steal the healing sound effect? That's a spell that definitely needs to be renamed. Evil should be called, like, Death Down or something. Evil sounds like it would lower your attack power, not lower your defense. How far is this place? Sounds like we're about to go fight a final boss here. No surprise, it's Loyan, isn't it? Long time no see. How have you been? I'm fine. Seems to be a few people around. What has happened here? Seems that many of them were sent out looking for something. But they went to a port town south in the south. Get on a ship and go somewhere. Guess we're gonna be going on a ship soon. Oh, hello, Loyan. Long time no see. I thought you had returned to your hometown, Rahidel. Guess by now you must be very advanced in your training as a Shinto priest. Please let me learn from you, O wise Loyan. Oh no, it's not like that. I am but an apprentice still. Okay, I know like 3 spells. We must both work hard to advance. Meow. Trying to turn the camera diagonally there never works well. Those was found. Those are actually pretty good armor. Let's give it a Cocona. Inventory systems. Versus every time you pick up something, it just goes into whatever character's inventory has room, so if you do this and go through a dungeon, your inventory's gonna be full of crap again. She's unable to wear clothes? What? She can wear leather armor, but she can't wear clothes. Makes no fucking sense. This is like men's clothes. Let's get her a dress or some weird shit. Apparently nobody can wear clothes except for Loian. The worst part is they show us like they show their defense going up when you're looking when you transfer in the party. Like if you can't equip something, you shouldn't show that. It should be like a unable or something. Wooden club. I guess Loian only. Not good for anybody anyways. Boss. The boss. Ah. Pause. Where'd you get it? Never mind, we'll talk about that later. Go and see Great Shinto Priest quickly. You get to see anything on these bookshelves. Oh, finally have one. Strongest soldiers surely existed. I witnessed them with my own eyes. I must have sealed them because they were so strong. Who could seal the strongest soldiers? Can a human do it? I'm afraid the Holy One might have done it fearing their power. Well, it doesn't matter who sealed them. It is important to find a way to bring them to us. One thing I wasn't sure is if the entire bookshelf was like one bookshelf. There's no point in checking both sides. There exists 3 strong forces in this world. But are they living things or artifacts? That is the real mystery. No one knows when these forces first appeared in the world, but we know that they existed. Titled The Sacred Tear. I'm assuming tear. Sacred Tear is formed out of 3 tiers of power. These tears are crystals imbued with the powers of the sun, the ocean, and our mother, the earth. Guess perhaps we'll find some tears of power. Together, these 3 powers create the world. Crystals form slowly over long ages, and locations are special to each particular power. Tear of ocean is formed is formed protected by the waves of the ocean. Fear of Mother is formed protected by the mountains. Fear of Sun is formed in the high locations near the sky. Well, guess I know what we're gonna go find at some point. This is way longer than I expected this game to be. Sentry Helm? What? I mean, out of the 3 characters, I figured Lan would be the most likely to wear the Sentry Helm. Unless it's a class thing. That's weird. I didn't expect Cocona to be able to wear a helm. Hello, young Loian. How have you been? Your studies progress well? The vase. Where did you find it? And who are these people? It's been a long time, Great Master. Please forgive this humble one for coming to you without prior notice. This is Lan Cocona from San Marique. They found the vase. The vase is left at the inn in San Marique, which is owned by Lan's father. Loian tells the great Shinto priest what has happened so far. See, I understand what happened. I'm sure you must recognize this vase, Loian. It was kept in a locked and guarded room in the basement out of the shrine. It's called the Vase of the Seal, and in the vase is imprisoned Jadis, the king of the demons. Hey, who would have thought there would have been a demon king inside the vase? Who tried to destroy all human life. Cocona. Oh, Cocona, what a dreadful surprise. Oh! Thanks, Cocona. How did such a dangerous and powerful item end up in Lan's house? In truth, he snuck in and stole it. I must have thought it was locked away under guard because it was valuable. Many priests have been sent out across the land to look for it. Thank you for returning the vase. Please put it here. Thanks to you, one of my problems have been solved. There is still another to be faced. What is the second problem, always, Master? A special ceremony to renew the seal in the vase is scheduled to be held soon. I had sent out some priests to collect 3 tiers of power which were necessary to renew the seal, but they all went missing, so somebody has to go find them, I guess. Yet none of them has returned. I don't know what has become of them. I believe it is a sign from the gods that the vase of the seal is found by Lan at his father's inn. Lan, will you with Loian search for the 3 tiers? No? Very well, I suppose I was asking too much. Please, will you consider? I need your help very much. It all depends on this. Please help us. He's actually changing his dialogue. You no longer have a choice, for you must help or forfeit your life. What? When is my last save? Save the world depends on us. Please help. He keeps saying no. I mean, he changed what he said, so... Okay, now. Funny if you just, like, stabbed us. Alright, cut his throat. Fine. Ah, Lan, thank you for your help. Didn't have a choice in the matter. It was very kind of you. It's very Dragon Quest, but thou must, right? Not just Lan, I'm going too. Your name is Cocona, isn't it? Thank you for your offer. I suppose you were old enough to make up your own mind. Please be careful. You're running out of time. I leave this task in your hands. Locked. Who locks a treasure chest? Give me that key now. A long time ago, it was the sage Ceramus who imprisoned the king of demons. It is said that he fought for long, but he was unable to defeat him. He barely managed to force him into the seal vase. The power of the seal can be held for 100 years. If not renewed, it will crumble, releasing the king and the demons. We must hold the ceremony of renewal and make a new seal this year. Running out of time. Leave this task in your hands. I'm sure we'll totally arrive in time to steal the vase before the Demon King gets released or anything. I mean, that would never happen in this kind of game. Services for today have already finished. You have come in late. Stop moving. Can't talk to you. Hello, my mind is burning with curiosity. Whatever could be on the other side of that door in the back? Unless there are great treasures lying around in there. Or a guardian monster to kill thieves. Or a beautiful garden, or all the above. Hello, Yen. What a surprise to see you again. It's been such a long time. How have you been? The great Shinto priest is in his home. I came on a pilgrimage here to see the Grand Shrine and pray that the poor town of Sea Pool will be safe from the dangers of the sea. Recently, many strange and terrible monsters have been seen in the sea, becoming very dangerous. Something must be done about it, by the powers of the great Shinto priest. Ah, the great Shinto priest, who's so gorgeous, blushes. Kitty, stop moving, kitty. Let's talk to the kitty. Meow, meow, meow. Such a long save time. I mean, it's taking almost a meg to save these save files, which is kind of stupid. Appears to be a very heavy door. I don't think we can open it. Alright. Guess we're going to that port town. To the south. Werewolves. There was nowhere to heal up in that temple, which is kind of annoying. One's up the sink. Must be a different group. bread. Some sort of healing item. And kill one more wolf in like a full turn. And some upgraded equipment real soon. Boogers. What person could do damage? These are hitting hard. Guess we're gonna have to use magic. That fire damage does nothing. Nice hit, 4 damage. A regular hit did more damage than her nice hit. Pretty good a skill. Even once we find some sort of class changes or something, I don't know when that's gonna happen. Get some skills. I wish I had like a world map of some kind. Hopefully I'm missing some side areas. And so far it seems like, unless an NPC mentions something like that cave of giants there, which didn't have anything I could even do. It seems like I could I can only keep going in the direction I'm going. Well, there were some robbers that had a vase with them that stayed at our inn. They were chased off by the castle's guards, and they left the vase behind. So, us being the son of the innkeeper, basically took the vase, bring it out of the castle. Hey, I think they stole this from you. The castle's like, nope, this isn't ours. But hey, we've seen vases like that in this shrine up north. So we basically bring the shrine to the temple, and then the temple's like, oh, it's actually the demon, the king of demons is sealed in this vase. But you know, conveniently enough, the seal in the vase is about to break because it's only good for 100 years. So you got to go find these tears of power. They sent out some groups to recover these tears of power, and they never came back. So you got to go out and find these tears of power. Because you know, a bunch of kids are totally going to be able to handle something that a group of seasoned adventurers couldn't do. Here to find this so we can like protect the world from being destroyed by the demon lord. We totally won't break out of that sealed vase right at the end, right? Yes, you're a perfect person to have my latest creation. May I ask your name? Cocona, what? Me? My name's Cocona. Your name is so lovely. You might not be able to tell it from looking at me, but I am an expert maker of dolls. I just made the most wonderful doll a few days ago. So fashionable, so pretty. Here, take a look. I've been looking through this lively town for the perfect person to have it. Creation of mine. You're the perfect person to have it. You can see the doll. That's why I want to ask you to buy this. I could give it to you as a gift, but that would make it worth so much less. Worth at least 30,000 gold. Yes, that's right. It's worth at least that much for sure. So, you will buy it from me, won't you? Hell no. You're turning down my humble offer? Huh, oh no. Change your mind, please. Come back again. I'll wait your return. 30,000. I don't know what the hell these dolls are for, but it's like 1,000% of the gold I have right now. I'm sorry, there's no vacancy. The room will be available soon if you wouldn't mind coming back later. But I want it now. Get out of your room. I need a bed. Oh well, should we go then? Where shall we go next? He's got 2 beds in his room, he only needs 1. Hey, Shubon, don't get carried away. I don't know if he's really a descendant of the pirates or not. He's really full of himself since he got some money. Wait, basically talk to some pirates to get a ship. That never happens in RPGs. Slavari, sorry, I can't serve a drink to a kid. We have juice and milk, though. And grape juice. I'm praying for a safe trip. I've never been shipwrecked before, but maybe it's just bad luck. A little prayer couldn't hurt. Oops. My name is Bana. I have two brothers. My oldest brother is called Shuban. My younger brother is called Raban. Strange names, aren't they? I like their names. Shuban went to see his ship again. Huh? Who are you? What are you doing in our house? Get out. We have nothing to do with strange travelers. Get out. Get out of my house and stop stealing my ship. What does this do? You really need descriptions for items when you buy them in the shop. I'm assuming Magic Mushroom will give us back our magic or something, but... what does a silver ring do? Just defense accessory. Steel sword. Looks like to create a holy dagger. Ring mail. Shell armor is really strong, but way too expensive. Magic apron. Talisman. I think that's an accessory. Let's buy a holy dagger. Extra defense for Lowian, so not really worth it. Magic armor, magic apron. Bronze helms, pretty good defense boost. Sure that's an accessory before I buy one for Lowian. It's considered a shield. Sure this isn't usable by anybody else. I know Clothes isn't. I still like the fact that it doesn't doesn't tell you if they can't equip it when you try to transfer them. It shows you like their attack going to this or your defense going to this, but it doesn't actually say like unequipable. Like why? At least it shows you when you buy things, because that would really suck. Oops. Slog to try to sell things. You just stay in the menu. You don't want to sell anything else. Just put another dialogue or something. But... So already upgraded, minus the shell armor, which I can't afford. Get some ring mail, I guess. Yeah, it's only 400 bucks, might as well. I'll buy a silver ring for Cocona and Lillian. They don't have other accessories. Still don't get how Cocona is the only one who can use a sentry helm. Seems definitely more like a melee fighter thing than a wizard thing. Some localization weirdness. Alright, everybody's upgraded. I was going to sleep until noon today, but it's so noisy outside that I woke up. My head is pounding. I must have a drink that will make the headache go away. The port town of Seapool. Tons of ships from all over the world stop here. Many different people visit every year. What's going on? I hear a noise from around the harbor. I don't think any ships are due to be arriving right now. Man, it seems that something's going on over Boo the Bridge. I wonder what is happening. Let's go and find out. Let's go boot the bridge. It's not a bridge, by the way. This is a dock. It smells quite muddy. See you be running high today. What is it? What's going on? What do you know about the ship? Sailors and some filthy men are arguing about something. I don't have anything to do with them. Leave there now. I've never seen such a fuss. Not since we came here. The couple looks highly suspicious. Very noisy around the wreck. They're breaking it up for salvage. They should do it at a repair. Oh, mushroom. The man of the bridge is named Shuban. He seems to be descended from pirates. Dresses like a pirate, but he isn't really one. He just looks like one. Gee, I hope he's not planning to become a pirate now that he has a ship. Why do they keep calling this a bridge? Again, some weird localization thing. What are you doing here? Can you see a ship? I mean, I guess it's technically a bridge between the ship and the land, but... Oh, we gave it away. The pot was containing... Like, totally surprising. Nobody ever expected this to be a thing. But the pot is containing the King of Demons, who was sealed away in it. So we brought it to the temple, and they're like, "Oh, we'll hold on to this. We need to go out and find the tears of power, which is what's needed to maintain the seal. Otherwise, he'll break out and destroy the world." So we're totally gonna get there. We're totally gonna find those tears and get back just in time to seal it without having to fight this thing. Obviously, it's only Shuban's ship. This is only Shuban's ship here at the dock. Shuban is one of a kind. I don't know how he managed to buy such a nice ship. Because he's descended from pirates. I fear he has a fortune that was passed on to him from his ancestors. I know, right? What a surprise. Nobody would have ever expected that to happen. Well, lucky him. This is my ship. I'm so excited. Who's saying, wow, lucky him? Lucky me? Some of this localization is getting really weird. They call them docks, bridges, and... There's a yellow choker. I'm gonna have to find a cat for somebody. Magic mushroom. Let's go into this bridge. Maybe they're starting to tear up the wreck. Should do it over the repair dock. It's too noisy. Hey, you guys, what are you trying to do with this wreck? Steal it? Of course we're taking this ship, right, Brother Komiko? I told you not to call my name, stupid. I'm sorry, brother. Anyway, the ship now belongs to me. Come in, Co. Too bad. Haha, brother. Wait, listen, the ship is... See you. Wahahaha. Ha. And they died. You guys, listen to me. Let me finish what I was saying. That old wreck is about to be destroyed soon. Are they crazy? I don't think they could have found a worse ship to steal. They'll end up drowning in the sea. Although they are lowly thieves, I feel pity for them. They'll soon regret boarding that ship. It's too decrepit to make it across the sea. They'll die somewhere at sea, the fools. Fools. What do you want with me? With we? I'm Shuban. Haha, I know. You want to join me and become part of my brave pirate crew, don't you? Nah. Stop distracting me. Sure. Excellent. What a good idea. Welcome to my crew. Len, are you really telling us to become pirates? This ship is a necessity. We want to find the three tiers. Oh wait, we're not really ready to sail yet. Don't rush aboard. If we find a skull mark on the sail, it'll look truly like a proper pirate ship. Oops, it's almost time for lunch. Better go eat. Ben will upset me. Sorry, I'll talk to you another time. Ha ha ha. Well, I guess we're gonna steal the ship then. Grand Theft ship. Everybody know how to sail, right? No, can't steal it. Definitely does. Shiban, about in the silly dream becoming a pirate. What? Don't you dare tell me that my dream is silly. Ah, made us a great ship, now you're chickening out? I don't care about your ship. I'm not interested in it. Not only that, but I don't accept you becoming a pirate. I'm not going to listen to what the great coward Raban says. What? You insulting me? That's right. I don't care what you say, you crybaby. It means nothing to me. I'm not saying not to become or not to be a pirate because I'm scared of it. I think you just want to be called a pirate. I don't think you actually want to become one. Ah. My dream is silly. Well, visitors are here. Have you come to see the great coward Raban? Hey, great coward Raban. I'm not a coward. Then prove it. What? You know there is an old lighthouse called the Tower of Flame in the southeast of this town, don't you? Oh, yeah, I'm guessing. It's supposed to be. Everyone here in town knows about the tower. Supposedly there are pirates' treasures still hidden in the tower. At the treasure, there is a hat that the Pirate King used to wear. You can get it and bring it back here. If you can do that, I'll give up on being a pirate. Ha ha ha. We've got to find a straw hat. Okay, I finished my lunch. I'm gonna go check on my precious ship again. Give it, Shuban. I don't know you guys. Leave me alone. Wait for me. I have a favor to ask. Would you please take me to the Tower of Flame? You guys look like experienced travelers. Please? No. I promise to pay you if you can make Shuban give up his wish of becoming a pirate. I'll give you whatever you want. No complaint. Damn it. No. Fine. Are you sure? Thank you. If Shuban will give up on being a pirate, I'll give you whatever you wish. That's enough, isn't it? Well, what is your name? I see. Got it. My thanks, Lan. I will join your party. Yay, we got 4 people in our party. Raban, 120 hit points. He's a tank. We like change our can. 10. I don't know if the order matters in terms of getting attacked, but he's naked. One does not have any. But we can't get equipped. Do you have any abilities and stuff? Got waterfall. Got no class. Shuban is confident that he will win the bet. But then, so is Raban, isn't he? I think it is unsafe for Raban to go to the tower by himself. Please take care of him for us. Can we stay at the inn now, actually? Hooray! 80 gold. This follows the trope of the inns getting more and more expensive the further into the game you get. Just once I'd love to see a game where you go into like this in the middle of the boonies somewhere and they let you sleep for practically nothing. You start off the game and in like a really highly populated town with a 5-star hotel. and it costs you like 1,000 gold to rest there, and you can't stay at the inn because you can't afford it. But no. 5-star hotels cost like 3 gold to stay at, and this in the boonies cost like 1,000 gold. It's logic. Yeah, so I figured you can't equip Rabon with anything. Of course, he's gonna lead the party. Defiler. Or Mace. It's the moose. We're in Canada now. I think we went a little too far north. There's moose. You don't need to make a Canadian RPG now. There's like moose in this game. There's moose in RPG Maker. A lot of things. I'll call it the quest for maple syrup. I guess Rabin isn't automatic. Like, you can't actually control him. Missed. Like nothing's attacking Rabin, which is kind of annoying. Seriously. Has anything attacked Rabin yet? As far as the enemies are aware, like, he doesn't exist. They're attacking only our main party. He keeps missing, what the fuck? Sucks. Everybody's missing. Burn burn. Where is this lighthouse? Must be the worst version of Yakuza 2. So I'll have to cast this twice, because once isn't enough to do much. Yeah, she was needy as hell in the first game, so I can just imagine how much worse she gets in the second game. I'm kind of happy I screwed up that 3,000 medals thing, because then I probably would have tried to get that stupid, like, home run thing. It's hard enough getting 10, trying to get 20 would take so much time. Spoilers. Isn't the lighthouse? I don't remember doing that in the first one. I must have missed it when I played Kiwami. I mean, you get some pretty good stuff. I mean, the best defense item was something that she gave us. The remedy thing will cure, like, defense down, or, like, let's try that. Just the sleeper poison, so I'm assuming it doesn't get rid of debuffs. Learn to play Virtual 1, yeah. It's the village of Hezan. Travelers are a very rare sight here. I worry about the future. My vegetables are not growing up well this year. Cluck, cluck. Map of, like, the old world. Or the castle. So there's a secret door behind the king's throne. Interesting. We do have teleports, so... What a weird thing to find, like, this far from the castle, of all places. Hurry to the hidden pathway, King. Galen's helm. Must be for Cocona again. No, it's for the plan. Put to Reban. His armor goes up, but you can't use it. Oh my, it's so surprising to see some young people here. There isn't much here. Please make yourself at home. $1,000 gold. Haha. Did say make ourselves at home. Thanks, Grams. She won't be able to afford to eat anymore. Not my problem. Looking for something, travelers? It's a dreary little village where nothing interesting ever happens. It's totally not a secret village that houses some, like, super ninjas or anything. A lot bigger on the outside. Good time to take a quick break to grab some food real quick, so let me pause time here for a minute. And we'll be back in a few minutes, and we shall continue touring Fuma. Right back.